I am Raffaella Lucarno. I'm from Enilive, that is a E&I company dedicated to the sustainable mobility, and I'm the head of Biorefining and Supply. So my responsible is all the biorefining sector, the biomethane, and all the portfolio management and supply. My company is a company fully dedicated to sustainable mobility, and we have an industrial part with our biorefineries, and also all the downstream part, that means the commercial part that mainly is the retail. So we cover the full chain from feedstock to the clients. And we are dedicated to the sustainable mobility. We have the petrol station. We want to transform the petrol station into station at the service of the driver. So it implies to have all the different kind of fuels. It means electricity, usual fuel, biofuel, hydrogen, and so on, and also other services like, for example, market or food or other things. So we wanted to create a company dedicated to the mobility in general. This is very special because it covers both petrochemical and refining sector, that in sometimes they are connected, well connected, so it's important to cover both of these subjects. And so there is the occasion also to meet a lot of other companies like us, but also vendors or specialists or licensors and so on, so we can speak more broadly about everything and discover if there are new things coming up or so on. So it's very interesting for this. I focus on the creation of my company Enilive because we started in 2022 as a branch of Eni dedicated to sustainable mobility and to biorefinery. And in our company, we had the first transformation in 2014 of a traditional refining in biorefineries. And then at present, we have three biorefineries running, 2 in Italy and 1 in USA. And we have other projects ongoing, other in Italy and also in Far East, in Malaysia and Korea. So I'll explain all this, our situation, the situation of our company, and explain also why we do this, what we think about the market, and what we think about the future. In fact, the problem of this sector is exactly the regulation, because it is a market very complicated. The regulation change often, and this causes a problem for the industry, because I plan something on long term and then change the regulation, and so then I can have a problem. So the aim of this sector is to have more stability in the regulation, try to have also more equity in the different countries, because every country at present they have a different kind of regulation, and so is a market that is very strange. So the point that we ask as a producer is that more stable regulation, because this can allow not only us but all the industry to plan something long term. Otherwise, everyone doesn't take any final investment decision, because you don't know if tomorrow the market is the same or not, the rule is the same or not. So this, I think, is a very important point that has to be addressed. Otherwise, I think that we'll have a very difficult in the future. How, as Enilive, we are focused on biorefinery and the HEFA technology, because the HEFA technology is already present, used, and is the more economical way to do sustainable fuel. Obviously, today, I say this today, and I think in the next at least 10 years will be the same. But in the meanwhile, it's necessary to develop other technologies, because we need a different solution to put together to change from fossil to something else. And something else can be so wide as fossil. And so we need a lot of different technology to cover what the fossil are doing now. And so also in our case, we spend a lot of money in R&D to develop also other ideas, other technology, because our HEFA technology that is called Ecofining, that we developed together with UOP Honeywell, we start to study at the beginning of 2000, then licensed in 2007, and then we have our first site in 2014. And this, it takes a lot of years to develop, and now we are learning a lot because we have 10 years of experience, and from this we learn a lot about to operate, what kind of feedstock, to be more flexible, to be more reliable, and so on. So we learn a lot, but we are a young industry, still a young industry. But in the meanwhile, we are studying a lot of other different technology, like for example, e-fuels, or we are studying a lot of, for example, storage of energy, electrical storage, thermal storage, electrolyzer, hydrogen. We are studying a lot of things, but at present we don't see tomorrow something ready. We are studying also a lot about nuclear fusion, for example. And so we think that this will be the last solution, the last and final solution, but it takes a lot of years. And so at present, we think that the solution that combines sustainability, environmental, social, and economic is the HEFA technology, and we are going on this. We have, as I said, we have 3 refineries in operation, 3 biorefineries, but 3 projects already in construction, and other projects in study. So we think that for the next 10-20 years, this can be a good technology, mainly because we pass from HVO diesel to SAF, because in the future we increase the market of the SAF for the aviation. That is a sector where there are not so many other solutions. And so we think that we move from HVO diesel production toward SAF production. And this solution is present. So I think that this can be a good way to make the transition. In this congress, is this one the most important thing to participate to the PRC is to find new contact with different kind of people, and then to hear about the speakers, so you can understand what is going on, the new things, so on. But then you can go deep on different subjects direct with the people using the free time. Okay, and so this is very important. And this is one of the main objectives. Okay, speaker, okay, but connection at the end is very important. And then you can go in detail on everything here, but anyway, you take business card, the name, and so on. And so you have in the future, in the next weeks, you have a lot of contact to go on.